What's up guys, Nintenjoel here once again, and I've got some pickups for you, but I'm not really going to count this towards my normal, regular pickups. This is actually kind of going to be a new series. It's going to be my garage sale pickups. The reason why I'm doing these kind of separately from my other pickup videos is because my other pickup videos tends to be all the stuff that I'm keeping. All the stuff that I've worked very hard trading for, or selling stuff to get money to buy something that I really wanted, or random scores. I scored quite a bit of stuff at a couple garage sales today, which is unusual. I haven't done that in a long time. I actually have been ignoring garage sales, but I decided to go out this morning on Memorial Day of all days, and I just wanted to see if I could find anything, and I did in fact find quite a bit of stuff actually. So I figured I was going to do these videos kind of in a Scott Squatch kind of way. If you guys don't know who Scott Squatch is, go check out his channel, he kicks ass. But just show off my game finds that I got from the garage sales, and not really talk a lot about the games or anything like that. Just basically show off everything that I got, quick story about everything. Yeah, but this stuff, because it's from garage sales, finding stuff in the wild for me is kind of hard. So because it's from garage sales, I don't tend to get a lot of stuff that I'm going to actually keep. I usually use it for trading fodder, or, my gosh, being a horrible person that I am, being a reseller. Of course, I sell for cheaper than most people do. But yeah, you have to do those things. You have to kind of resell, and you do have to kind of trade in order to get stuff that you want once you already have a ton of the games that you are looking for. So, anyways, with that giant rant being out of the way, we're just going to go ahead and get into it. First thing I scored today was kind of lame, actually. Well, I mean, actually, not really that lame. It's just a Guitar Hero guitar, but it was 25 cents. Some kids down the street were selling a bunch of toys, and that was in the bucket that said 25 cents. So I took a guitar for 25 cents. I don't know what it's worth, but whatever. I know our game store doesn't really take those anymore. Went to Goodwill and was surprised to see I saw this sticking out and was like, ooh, nice, out of the cord pile. I always check the cord pile. It's a good thing to do. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention what we're listening to. The first song was a Bolt Thrower song. Now we're listening to Mind Rot. But yeah, Super Nintendo Power Chord. It was $3, which is kind of spendy for, but at the same time it was in really good shape. And it's just something I don't really run into, and it's always good to have extras of. Okay, so I went yard sailing today, and, well, no, here, let me show you this other stuff. I got this stuff yesterday, actually. Craigslist scores. First of all, I got a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver for $20, which is a really good deal. This game has gone up a lot lately, and this copy already sold. This copy sold within an hour of putting it online, which is just crazy. Pokemon games are just, people are nuts for those. It's crazy. So it's like, yeah, I'm not really collecting them, but I'm not going to pass them up because I'm not collecting them. They're worth something, so I resell, and the way I resell is I list cheaper than everybody else, and therefore it moves really quick, and that was a good example. That sold in like a half hour, I think. So anyways, got the Pokemon Soul Silver for $20. Let's see. Then I got a Game Boy Advance SP, and actually kind of got myself slipping on this. The picture looked like this was the charcoal gray 101 unit. I didn't ask or anything like that because I don't like to bring attention to the 101 units, but I totally thought this was a charcoal gray. But still, paid $25. It's a black GBA SP. It's got a really nice screen. It's in really, really nice shape. I mean, even the stickers are in really nice shape. Came with a really dumb game, Totally Spies. Total girly game, and it came with this little case, which I don't actually know if it's for the system. I think it's more for games, but it's like a little flip book. That's kind of cool. I've never seen that before. What confuses me about this is the same symbol you see on a DS Lite, so why is it on a Game Boy Advance case? So I'm thinking this must be just for DS games. It's just a game case. It's not really for a system. So interesting. Never seen one of those before. And it did come with this charger. For the Game Boy Advance, the dumb game case and charger was $25, which wasn't bad, even though it wasn't a 101 unit. It's in such nice shape that I sold today my silver Game Boy Advance SP, and I'm keeping this one for now. Okay, and then, let's see, what else? Oh, that's right. It wasn't just $30. I actually got 4 Atari games with this. First of all, we've got Frogs and Flies, which is one of those weird, like, Intellivision carts that has been, like, turned into a 2600 cart. I don't know how that whole thing works. Copy of Pitfall. This is just I have this already, but good trading fodder as far as Atari games go. Pitfall is one of the best. MASH, never seen this before. 20th Century Fox, just really freaking cool. Yeah, pretty stoked to get that one. And then another one that I've never seen before, Wabbit. The artwork's kind of cool. Looks like Little Red Riding Hood throwing rocks at freaking Peter Cottontail, and yeah, it's just what a weird game. It's called Wabbit, and I'd like to point out the fact that these carts are like a mimic of Activision carts. They have the same like stripes, although they're not the same number or width. It says Activision on the back of there. It says Apollo on the back of there, and there was something else that was similar. I don't remember what. I can't. Oh, no, maybe not. But the carts are slightly different size too. One slightly bigger than the other. Anyways, just things I noticed. It's so weird how Atari has so many different like designs. Anyways, so I went yard sailing today, and let's see, I went to this dude's house, and man, this is a sad story. I went up, and there's like a stack of PlayStation games. I get totally excited. I look through them, and it's like, no joke, 100% sports games and PS2, and it was like probably a good 12 games, and the dude was like, I'll give you all those for $5. And I'm like, I don't know, man. These are pretty hard to ditch. I'm really not into sports games. It's all right. And I was like looking through them, and I was like, oh, there's one disc only. And what is it? Like, I couldn't tell what it was at first. I had to read the small print. But it's Shadow of the Colossus. It looked like Mortal Kombat for a second. But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. I was like, oh, there's kind of a gem in there. And just disc only, but it's in decent shape. It plays fine. And I was like, how much do you want for this? And he was like, or what did I say? I was like, how much for this disc? And he said, he was like, $5, and I'll throw all these sports games in with it. I just laughed. We had a good laugh at that. I was like, yeah, right. Keep your damn sports games. And yeah, $1. Just $1. He was cool with that. He's a really nice guy. And then, let's see. You know what? I'm going to show you one of my heavy hitters, because this was actually like a week ago, and this sold today. So I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you guys now. I went into Goodwill, of all freaking places, and saw a title that I didn't really associate with PC. I associated it with Xbox and PlayStation 2, and that is Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. And yeah, I got this for, no joke, $2. I didn't know how much it was worth. I've never run into the PC version before. Went home and was pleasantly surprised at what it was worth. It doesn't have the outer box or anything. But what's cool is the disc is like, I mean, flawless. It is mint, and the little sleeve is perfect. And yeah, $2 score. So have faith. Have faith, my friends. I never find anything at that Goodwill. This Goodwill is no joke, like 2 blocks away from me, and I don't go there because I never find anything. And you know what? There's a lesson. I should go there, because there are occasionally diamonds in the rough, and I think it's because probably, you know, somebody saw it and was like, it's PC. Nobody cares about PC, and I almost was like, does anybody care about PC? And you know what? They do. Some people do, and that game sold. I just listed it today, and it sold today, so freaking crazy. Okay, so, garage sailing today, and I came across this lady's house. She had... Wait, no, let's show... Hold on. We'll save the good stuff for last. Let's show a giant stack of PlayStation 3 games. I went to this guy's house because I saw a big cardboard box on the corner, and it said, Remnants of Yard Sale or something like that, make offer. And I was like, ooh, intriguing, so I went all the way around the block to find them. And he pulled out a bunch of DS stuff, and it was all like girl crap. All the games were missing. The DSs were in terrible shape. They did have boxes though, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not asking if I could like get just the boxes off of them. In fact, even my girlfriend said something. She's like, why didn't you get the boxes? And I was like, I don't know. I was already getting these PS3 games, and I didn't think about it. It seemed like they wanted to kind of keep the DS stuff. Like, they had a black DSi that was in decent shape, but that one had pictures on it, and they wanted to save it because of that. So, anyways, I didn't even try to get the boxes, but I did get... His wife brought out a bunch of PS3 games and says, do you like PS3? And I was like, sure, I'll take a look. Asked him how much for the stack. There was 14 games, and they said $2 each. And I was like, well, would you go lower if I took the whole stack? And they were like, well, make an offer. I said $15, and they took it. So 14 games for $15. Even though most of these are cheap, it was freaking totally worth it. We've got Full Auto 2 Battle Lines. We've got MotorStorm, PS3. These first few aren't in their original cases. But the rest are like immaculate for the most part. And then this one, Grid, which just doesn't have its artwork. But all the rest are in such good shape. You got Rainbow Six Vegas, and it's got manual and disc. The discs are like immaculate. It is crazy how clean they are. Splinter Cell Double Agent, and it is also complete in box. And I think one of these is missing a manual, and one of them has a rip. We've got Army of Two, complete in box. I don't know any of these games, so that's also why I'm breezing through this one. Although I've been talking a lot. We've got Crisis 2. This one does have a rip on the top. The sleeve was like popping out, and it got ripped somehow before they showed it to me. I didn't rip it. And it's a limited edition, but still kind of cool. And then we've got Fuel, which is nice and complete. Looks like a cool racing game. And then we've got Hitman Absolution, complete in box. Super nice shape. Disc is perfect. Infamous. I've heard this is a decent game, actually. Complete in box. Disc is perfect. Got Condemned 2. This is the one that's missing the manual, yep. This game looks cool, though. Looks pretty badass. Might keep that one. Good old Call of Duty Ghosts. Oh, what was crazy at Goodwill today, there was no joke, like 10 copies, sealed copies of Call of Duty Ghosts on PS3 for no freaking reason. I have no idea why. There was a few other sealed games too, but I came home, looked it up, and on Amazon they're not going for very much at all, so I didn't pick any of them up, but just weird to see. But anyways, I got a copy that's complete in box today for like $1, so. And then I might keep this one, Red Dead Redemption. I've actually heard this is a really good game. Nice and complete in box. It's got the map and all that stuff. And the last one, definitely the best, but nothing expensive or anything like that, Dante's Inferno. And this game looks pretty cool. I almost sold this game today, and you know what? I might just actually keep it. So that's all from that guy. Quite a stack. Quite a stack. Okay, so this morning, the first person I ran into, well, actually, second person I ran into, I did run into an older lady that said she had a bag of games, and it sounded like they were cartridge games. I gave her my number. Hopefully she calls me. That would be amazing. If so, you'll see another pickup video. But right after that, I go down a few more blocks into a neighborhood I don't usually garage sale, and I was just driving by this road trying to get to a few other roads, and I saw this lady with just a few things on her lawn, no sign or anything. Stopped, and she said, yeah, I just kind of threw an impromptu garage sale together. She didn't really have much stuff out. She had like a cool BMX bike and stuff, but of course, your lesson for the day is always ask about games. These weren't sitting out either, neither were the DS games that they had. None of that crap was sitting out. You always got to ask. So, you know, to me, it doesn't even matter if people have stuff out for sale with garage sales. I have no shame. I drove up on a lady today that was organizing her giant garage full of stuff and kind of had stuff out in the garage, out like past the garage, and she wasn't having a yard sale. I knew she wasn't having a yard sale, but I saw her organizing like a hoarder's den of garage stuff, and I had no shame. I was like, hey, are you selling any stuff? And she's like, no, but I might be soon. And she didn't care. Have no shame, people. Just have no shame. Don't be shy. Anyways, let's get to this. So I asked this lady, I was like, got any video game stuff? Of course she says no at first. Then I start prying a little bit more, and she's like, well, you know, I do have a PS2, and it's got some accessories and stuff, and I think I have a GameCube, and yeah, so I pried a PS2 and a GameCube off of her. But the PS2 does not work perfectly. First of all, the door's off on it. This, no joke, this is the first time I've ever scored a fat PS2. I don't know why. I have no idea. I always score slims, but I never score these. I shouldn't even say always score slims. I don't really score PS2s that often. But anyways, the door doesn't have the front. At first the door was actually stuck. I pried it open and now it actually works. But it won't read games. My buddy Trent says that's not too horrible of a fix. But anyways, PS2. And then there was a few things with the PS2. Well, first of all, it actually came with original cables, which was pretty nice. She had to go and look for these cables, and then she had to go look for the GameCube. Well, here, I may as well show you that. Here's the GameCube. It's got kind of a sticky door, but I've loosened it. Just got to kind of press it at the top. Indigo. It's got a couple chips in the front. and for some reason just that memory card slot's yellowing. But yeah, it works fine. I actually tested it out quite thoroughly, and it works fine, but it came with nothing else. So PS2 and GameCube. But the PS2 did come with cords, and then a couple accessories. With the PS2, there were these like silicone PS2 controller grips, which are kind of cool. There's a red one, the light blue one, and my favorite, black. And then came with original controllers, which is nice, 2 of them in great shape too. And then it came with a yellow memory card, which I've never actually seen one of these before. Nyko. Huh. It says it's $10 on the back. Whoever bought this for $10 got ripped off, unless these are really rare or something like that. But yeah, I've never seen these before. Maybe they are. Shit, I'll look it up online. All right, and then there were a few GameCube games with it. There was one PlayStation 2 game. It was Sonic Heroes Greatest Hits, but it didn't have the disc in it. So she kept that aside. She took my number and said if she found the cords for the GameCube or anything else video game related, or if she found the disc for Sonic, that she'd give me a call. So hopefully I get a call from her. If not, this is a crazy deal. I'll let you know what it was here in a second. But Metroid Prime's no freaking art, but it's actually the one with both discs. So that's cool. And then we've got Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which is pretty cool, and it's complete in box, and it plays just fine. So the freaking case is nasty and disgusting and ugly, and of course they put the freaking sticker on the actual artwork, not on the outside. And then a decent one for sure, Star Wars Rebel Strike. This is, what is it, Rogue Squadron 3? Yeah, and this one's complete in box also, and yeah, it's in great shape too. This one plays, actually this one played great, and this one was really in good shape. And then the last thing I got today from all the garage sale madness was, let's see, let me make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, it's it. Last thing I got from that lady was Super Smash Bros. Melee, which sold in freaking less than an hour. Jesus Christ. This game is crazy. Every time I get this game, it sells in no time. No manual, player's choice. It's a little scuffy, but it plays great. Tested it out thoroughly, and it sold super fast. So Smash Bros. Melee. Be sure to ask your friendly neighborhood people if they have video games, even if they don't have them out. Just be sure. Oh, anyway, so I got all that stuff, the PlayStation 2, GameCube stuff for $20. That's what she offered, and I was happy to take it. I didn't know if anything was even going to work, and in fact, PlayStation 2 doesn't work, so. And the GameCube's a little janky, no cords or anything, but Smash Bros. Melee pretty much made up for everything that I bought today. But not yesterday, not for this and all the other stuff. But I sold other stuff today, so today was about being a big bad person and reselling. So I'm going to have a discussion on this topic sometime soon about reselling and how it's not evil and how most gamers have to do it. Once you get to a certain point in your collection, you kind of have to resell a little bit. But having good ethics and keeping your karma good and, you know, building a community is a way for you to not be a dick about it and just be a good reseller that actually helps people out and looks for games for people. That's something I also do, is always try to keep in mind like games that my friends are looking for, or even people that are just acquaintances. You know, I try to look out for games for people that I know, so that way, you know, maybe we can do a trade or something, or maybe they'll keep an eye out for me for games, which people do, which is super cool. So the moral of the story is, morals of the story are: ask people for games. Don't be shy. Keep the community going. Frickin', if you're going to resell for cheap, and then you'll move your stuff faster. That's the best way, and people won't think you're a dick. So that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoy this new little series. Don't know how often it's going to be, but it's just going to be like my garage sale pickups, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep rocking the retro games. Yeah!